What's shaking, everybody? It's your boy King of the Golden State coming at you with a haul video from Silicon Valley Comic-Con. Yeah, over the weekend I was over at the Silicon Valley Comic-Con just chilling with some friends, and even some friends outside of my immediate circle of friends, some from Instagram, some from Facebook, and just random passerbys. It's kind of cool, just running into people from social media. It's kind of pretty kick-ass, just to chill and shoot the crap a little bit with them and go from there. But yeah, got a stack of books from Silicon Valley Comic-Con. It was pretty cool over there. If there's anything that sticks out for me over the weekend is this. Stan Lee needs to be done. He needs to retire. I love the guy. I think the person who's watching this video loves the guy. But after what I've seen from him over the weekend, and from what people have been telling me, meeting him at Silicon Valley Comic-Con this past weekend, he is just done. He is haggard. I don't know what, I don't know if it was just a random weekend where he's just not doing well, but let's keep in mind with the fact that he's also 95 years old. That's no spring chicken. And, if you've seen, like, pictures of him with other people on Instagram, if you just hashtag Stan Lee on Instagram for this past weekend, you'll see. The look in his face is just gone. It's kind of like, I know he's suffering from pneumonia, but, man, he is, like, usually no matter how he feels, usually you read about something on the internet that he's got a health problem or something like that, something going on. Then a weekend later comes by, and all of a sudden, he is, jolly old Stan Lee. Stan Lee was kind of in fuck all this mode. Pardon my language. He was kind of like, fuck all that shit. He sat there, and, it's nothing against him. He's old. We all get old. We all get to the point of getting older, and, there's not much we can do about it, except, live our lives. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to employ everybody to say, don't pay attention to Stan anymore, but, excuse me. But Stan is up there to the point where maybe it's time, because there was talk about him retiring about a year ago, and his wife passed away, and then after that, it was kind of, he was still doing the same old thing and promoting stuff. But from what I didn't stand in line. I was debating on doing it. I bought a book on Instagram from a friend of mine. I had it windowed and everything, and it was Sergeant Fury and Helen Commandos. I was going to have him sign it, but from what I understood, some of the books from people who were trying to do the same thing, get the signature box and window, whatever. Some of the signatures were placed in different spots that weren't supposed to be placed. So some people made the fans or the owners of the comic books rip off a part of the plastic so they could sign it wherever Stan wanted to sign, which I don't know what that was all about. Hell, there was even a picture out there where Stan signed on the plastic, and whoever his handlers are not very good, and they might be worse than the last group of cats from his group before. And I don't know what to say. I'm kind of speechless, but I decided not to go because I just had a bad feeling. For me, I could just read. I think it's not just me, but I think we could all read the room when it comes to some things. And I think the Stan Lee signature deal there was kind of like one of them, especially when the signature price went from 120 to 140 within like 24 hours. And it's kind of rough. So I just stuck around the con and bought comic books, how to replenish stuff I needed. And I picked up some new stuff and some new fillers. And, yeah, let me show you guys what I got. Like, for example, picked up Fantastic Four 129. It's the first appearance of Thundara. I didn't know this book went for a pretty, not a pricey amount. It's an affordable amount. Let's put it like that. I don't want to get into how much it costs because, like I said, it really, when I mention prices on comic books, it really doesn't matter. It's going to cost something. Every comic would cost something, but it wasn't $1. It wasn't 20. It wasn't 40, but it was up there. And it's the first appearance of Thundara, and yeah, I didn't know this was a first appearance book. So who knows? I might post this on Instagram as a first appearance Friday book, but yeah, it's one of those books I needed to fill my collection for Fantastic Four. So I got that, and it's in pretty mint condition, mint condition. What else I picked up? Picked up. Let's see. This I picked up. I'm just gonna say, if it's cheap enough, the price was about $1 or so. This is like $2. Boris the Bear. I think a lot of people, not a lot, but there's people who are picking this up, and I just found this in a box. So I picked up Boris the Bear number 2, Boris the Bear number 1. I don't even know how many issues there are of this, but I remember seeing this, you know, collecting in my early days of collecting, you know, and I figured, oh, what the hell, you know, I'll just pick it up today since it's right there. And I'm not real familiar about the character, but I figured I'd give it a read. And I think I got this for about $2 or $4. I think it was $4. You know, and it's a cool looking cover. I mean, how often do you see a cover with a bear with an Uzi and a samurai and a katana blade? So picked that up. Got another filler. Avengers 153. I don't know the significance of it. Like, you know, I picked it up with Boris the Bear. It was kind of like a filler, and I don't have 153. I don't know. It helps sometimes, you know, just picking up these books, you know, and they're you know, I'm probably looking for you know, just fillers for Avengers, you know, and who knows, I might end up collecting all the Avengers issues, but I'm doing pretty well in collecting all Fantastic Four and Flash for the Barry Allen run, and of course Amazing Spider-Man, which I'm really working hard on. I'm kind of prioritizing that. So I just found this in a dollar bin, so I figured, what the hell, you know, it's there. I don't have it, and this kind of looks like a Jack Kirby cover. I don't know. I mean, it kind of has a Jack Kirby look. I got to look at it later, but it's a pretty cool looking cover, you know. And I know I could probably pick up a first print of this, so I just picked up a second print because I was lazy. And the guy who had the first print was I don't know, he was just overcharging it. But Teen Titans number 12. It's a second print, and his first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. This was like, I think, $5, and now I'll just tell you what the guy was selling it for, because I wasn't going to buy it. It was like $50, and I was like, yeah, that's a little too much for me when it comes to like just buying some key issue. So I just figured, you know, I'll give it a shot. You know, it might be worth a read instead of just picking up to collect. Who knows? I know a shop that has one, but who knows? I might get there and I don't have it. This one I just like the cover. I mean, I haven't really been reading too much metal, so I picked up this issue from the same guy, and I just like the cover. It's a Jim Lee cover of Dark Knight's Metal, and I think the series is over. I think it was like a 6-issue series, so I just like the cover. I like Batman with the, you know, all different types of Batman. So, you know, I dug it. Jim Lee, Scott Williams, and you know, Jim Lee, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know what to say about Jim Lee. I just like his covers. I like his covers. I prefer his interiors more than his covers. Or, man, actually, I prefer both. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But, yeah, I just saw that cover. It grabbed me. I don't even know if I had bought this, like, from when it first showed up on the newsstand or whatever. But it looks cool to me. So, picked that up. Same booth. I picked up this one. It's a variant cover of Amazing Spider-Man 798. And, of course, it's done by Terry and Rachel Dotson. And, of course, you know, if you guys aren't fans of the Peter Parker Spider-Man run from, like, the late 200s, early 300s, right when Venom showed up, this is kind of like a recreation of, you know, when Mary Jane met Venom, you know, when she thought it was Peter Parker. Hence why she's like, well, like, Peter, you know, like, are you there, you know? And it's kind of crazy. So I think that's, God, you know what? If I was to rank favorite Mary Jane moments, that was probably my top 3. When she came home and she thought it was Peter dressed in a black costume, and it turns out it wasn't Peter. So that was a pretty cool moment for Mary Jane. You know, not good for Mary Jane, but it's pretty cool for us as a fan to read that. So I picked this up. It was pretty cool. And let me see, what else did I pick up? Oh yeah, picked up some other, like I said, I'm a big Fantastic Four fan, so you know, I picked up some fillers, you know, some Acts of Vengeance, Fantastic Four. You know, that was only cheap. You know, Walter Simonson. You know, also another Walter Simonson Fantastic Four 339. Also 354. I swear I thought I had this cover. I know I'm gonna find out when I get to my collection of Fantastic Four that this same cover is probably in my box. I'm gonna be pissed. And I'm starting to wonder if I have the same cover for this one too. Fantastic Four 121. First appearance of Gabriel Airwalker, the Airwalker, which is such a crazy. I mean, it's a lame power. Hey, I walk on air. Don't you mean you can fly? No, I walk on air. So whatever. I mean, you know, try explaining that power to somebody in a bar. So I'm working on it. I gotta check out my collection right now, as far as Fantastic Four. See where I'm at. I know I'm missing one key issue for certain. So I picked that up. Also, I don't know. I felt like when I was running around the con was not, I'll be honest, guys. Like, the con was not the greatest con this year for Silicon Valley. I was kind of disappointed. And I'm hoping for better results next year. Especially with the whole Stan Lee situation. So I was walking around the con, kind of bored. Went to a couple of other comic booths. And one of them I found, I was just bored. I was just going through stuff and I found this. Mighty Avengers number 62, I believe it was the first appearance of Man-Ape. One of the dealers at the booth kept calling him Mayonnaise, which is kind of funny because he must have thought I said mayonnaise and I said Man-Ape. In a way, you think about it, it sounds like mayonnaise, but it's kind of a goof. But you know, it's kind of cool just getting this, you know, taken off my collection or off my, you know, taken off my list for Avengers, and glad to have it. I believe this is a Black Panther solo story, and I'm down to read it. You know, looking forward to reading it. But got that. Let me see. Also from another booth, I had to pick this one up, and of course the guy at the booth knows me very well. He gave me a pretty good discount on this, and it's Amazing Spider-Man 25. And of course, it's J. Jonah Jameson doing his usual J. Jonah Jameson crazy things, and yeah. I'm getting closer, man. I'm getting closer. I know I'm missing one more book for the Amazing Spider-Man in Teens and another book for Amazing Spider-Man. I know I'm missing First Dr. Octopus. That's for certain. That one sticks out. I need to work on getting that book as soon as I can because I just like the character. He's a great villain. But, yeah, guys, one more book. Speaking of Amazing Spider-Man, the dealer I was talking to earlier, he had this on his booth. Or his rack, and I'm going to get this thing pressed and cleaned and straightened up. But, of course, you all know I used to have this copy. Amazing Spider-Man 129, first appearance of the Punisher. Yeah, it's not a perfect copy. I mean, it's got some color, it's got some, you probably won't see it very well, but some slight color breaks on some of here, right here on the spine. It's got some pressing that needs to be done. And there's like a crease on the back, on the lower back of this book. I'm not going to take it out. But according to the seller, he said it could probably come out as a 6 or a 6.5. So I probably agree with him on that one. What I'm going to probably do this week is send it to my presser to get it pressed out and get it worked on. And hopefully I can get a 6 or a 6.5. You know, I mean, it presents very well. I mean, you look at this cover. If there's anything I like about comic books, man, especially in the Bronze Age or the Silver Age, I'm big on colors. I'm really big on colors because colors, without a comic book with color, a comic book without colors is just really nothing. I mean, it's a black and white comic book, obviously. I know it seems pretty obvious for me saying it, but still, you need a comic with some really good colors in it. And you don't want a faded out comic book. It makes no sense for a comic book. So looking at the Amazing Spider-Man 129, in my opinion, is one of my favorite covers of all time. Like, I don't know. I can rank this up as my top 5 favorite comic book covers easily. Because just look at it. It's just amazing. So, pardon the pun, guys. It's amazing. But that's it, guys. That's what I picked up from the Silicon Valley Comiccon. That's about it. Yeah, it's been a while since I did this stuff, guys. Let me see. I know I hit over 400 subscribers just recently. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do a contest or should I wait until I hit 500? Tell me what you think. Yeah, I think I'm at like 405 or 407 in the subscription count, which leaves me another 93. I mean, I could do a contest. It's up to you. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna put it in your guys' hands. Speaking of contests, I'm probably gonna do some more contest videos and more random videos and just post them up, you know, because I wouldn't mind jumping the foray of like just showing off more of my collection by doing contest videos. Like, I still have stuff that you guys probably haven't seen that are in my collection that I never put in a contest. So I figure, what the hell? Why not? It wouldn't be a bad idea. So that's it, guys. You know the routine, you know? Give me a thumbs up. I think I deserved it, right? Thumbs up. And also, you know, which is a like. And also, you know, subscribe down there at the bottom. Comment down at the bottom. Tell me what you think. That's about it, guys. It's Sunday night. It's time for me to get some sleep. I am tired. Had a lot of stuff going on, but I'll talk to you guys later. You know that. Peace.